Hey everybody in YouTube land, long time no talk. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video, and I've had a pretty good reason. The reason I haven't made a video in a while is because I've been saving money for Heroescon, which just got over yesterday, Sunday, the 24th of June 2012. This was my second HeroCon in the last 3 years. My wife and I both went. We spent basically we went up on Thursday night to Charlotte and we stayed until Sunday around lunchtime. Came back home, had a blast. It was great to get back to Charlotte. It was great to get back into a convention atmosphere. I really enjoyed myself while I was there. My wife treated me to a lot of things, mainly because it was a celebration of her birthday, which was on Friday, and it was also a celebration of Father's Day for me. So we just had a great time. The highlights of the con for me, number one, by far, was getting to meet Stan Lee. Early on, I'd actually paid $55 for a Stan Lee signature pass so I could get an autograph from him. I didn't go into any of the Excelsior True Believer passes that costed like $130 because I didn't really want a picture with him. At the same time, I didn't really care to go to his panel, which I regret now because I watched the video that's on YouTube of his panel, and it looks like I really missed out. And my wife and I have both agreed that next year we will be going to his panel if he comes back. We'd love to see him come back. He'll be 90 this upcoming year. I felt like this was my once in a lifetime opportunity to meet Stan and get his autograph, and that's what I did. I took my Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, number 36, the 9/11 issue. I had it pressed and prepared by Joey Post off the CGC forums to be signed by Stan. We think it's going to be a 9.8 candidate when it comes back from CGC, so I'm really excited about that. I also took a copy of Dark Shadows number 1 from the Dynamite run that just started last year. Francesco Francavilla did the cover for it, and I got him to sign it, and it's off at CGC right now as well. So once they get back, I'll probably be making a little quick video to show those off because I'm really excited about those. Those are my first CGC comics, and I really look forward to it. Some good things about the con: very well organized. To be so chaotic, Saturday especially, it is just extremely well organized. The volunteers are wonderful. It's so nice to be able to talk to a volunteer who says something coherent like, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer, but here, let me find somebody who can help you, versus the usual volunteer response that I get when I'm dealing with people in general fashion, not necessarily comic related fashion, but in general fashion of just, I'm not really sure, I don't really know who to ask, I was just kind of put here in a hurry because I'm a volunteer. Props to Shelton and everybody at Heroes Aren't Hard to Find to be able to put together a con with great volunteers that way. The bad, I really think it was very confusing about all the Stan Lee tickets. There were like 2 different ticket options offered by Heroes. There were the general autograph tickets offered by Desert Wind Comics, plus their Fast Pass, which was an extra $20, which I did, and was very much worth it. I mean, to see the line for the VIP folks who had bought the Excelsior and True Believer passes on Saturday morning, and then me be able to go at 3:30 like they told me to, and within 45 minutes have my autograph and my moment with Stan, was definitely worth that extra $20. And then there was also a $300 pass that gave you like 45 minutes with 9 other people, along with Stan, in a little private meeting where you got to talk to Stan and you get 2 autographs from it and that sort of thing. So I thought that was pretty confusing. The other thing that I didn't really care for too much was just the Saturday chaos. Saturday's always bad at Heroes, but with Stan being there, it seemed like it was even worse. I never even really got, except for Friday, I never even walked into the Indie Island or Artist Alley because it was just too crowded. George Perez is one of the nicest guys in the world, but if you get in his line, you're going to be there for a few hours because he's doing sketches for everyone who asks him. He's doing autographs of everything people put in front of him. So you can only imagine how crazy it was on his end. And then on the other side, it was Neil Adams. They were close to where all the vendors were, and their lines would just get so big, it would just cause this big traffic jam in between the vendors and Artist Alley. So that was something else I didn't really care for. But other than that, you couldn't have asked for a better 30th anniversary for Heroes. We're looking forward to going again next year. So I've wasted 5 minutes of your time just kind of blurbing on and on about Heroescon. I want to show you my goods. I bought a lot of comics this year. I bought a full long box and a short box full. So I'm going to show them off to you real quick. And one quick comment about Heroescon this year. When I went in 2010, if you look at my other videos, you'll see my 2 Heroescon buy videos. I got a lot of good deals out of quarter bins that year, and I got a lot of good deals off the walls, off of vendors' wall books. It was just really easy to work with the vendors back then, and we just had my dollar went a lot further than I felt like it did this year. This year, for whatever reason, I just felt like the vendors weren't working with us. They weren't. Well, I shouldn't say it that way. It's probably not the vendor's fault, but I think the tone of the hobby, I guess you could say, is just much more aggressive, and wall books are just fetching premiums they're not really, that I wasn't expecting to see. And I did buy a couple of wall books, and I will be showing those to you here in just a second, but I felt like my dollar didn't go as far. There weren't a lot of quarter bins until Sunday, mainly dollar and half-dollar bins, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as I pull stuff out. Huge shout out to Howler Mouse. Howler Mouse, I hate that I missed you. I wish I would have known you were coming on Sunday, because my wife and I may have hung out a little bit longer so we could have met up. Because I would have loved to have looked through quarter bins with you, man. Because I gotta say, looking at your video from Heroescon and your other videos, man, you find diamonds in the rough. You can find the good stuff, man. And I'm like you, I really enjoy looking through uncoordinated, uncategorized, unalphabetized back issue bins, because you never know what you're going to run into. And I found a lot of good stuff that way this year too. But I would have loved to have been there with you, man, because I know you could have found me some awesome stuff that I wasn't even thinking about. And I'm seeing that my battery light is starting to come on, so I want to get this over in about 3 minutes, and then I'll switch out batteries, and then I'll do a part 2, guys. So just stick with me. Starting out, I got a couple of 52 books. I never read 52, but I was really stoked to find out about the first appearance of the character that becomes Batwoman and Batwoman's first full solo story. I found those in dollar bins, so I decided to pick those up. Let's see. Alien Worlds. This is Alien Worlds number 2. I got this out of a $2 bin. This is a Dave Stevens cover. If you've watched my videos before, you know how much I love Dave Stevens art. This year's theme, or actually the print, not the theme, but the print for this year's Heroescon was a Carrie Nord Rocketeer. It was a big celebration of Dave Stevens this year at Heroescon. There was a fun run on Saturday, which I got a T-shirt of. I didn't participate in, but there was a fun run, and I got a T-shirt. My wife and I both did. That was the donation. The $20 donation for the T-shirt was given to Harry Cell Leukemia Research, which was the disease that took Dave Stevens' life. So it was really cool to see all the celebration of Dave. All-Star Superman number 1, the Free Comic Book Day edition. I love the Grant Morrison run on All-Star Superman, and I'll show you another book of it in a little bit. Amazing Spider-Man 393. This has been on my wish list for a while. You know, I'm a big fan of Spidey. I got a couple more here too. This is 486. Let's see, 488, 499, 502. Here's a 544. This is my second of this cover that I have, but this one's in better condition than the one I had before, so this is an upgrade. 638. I bought this one because I do want to read what Joe Quesada decided to do with Peter and Mary Jane after the whole retcon of their marriage. So I'm curious to see, Joe. I want to see what you did. Here's Annual 28 with Carnage. Carnage and Venom are probably my 2 favorite Spidey villains. Here's the Amazing Spider-Man Free Comic Book Day book from 2007. Here's an Army of Darkness book I picked up for a $quarter. Never really read these, but I love the movie, and I thought I'd pick it up. And if it's something I don't like, it's always something I can resell later. Authority number 2. This is from the Wildstorm run that they brought during the DC time. I got number 1. One pick up number 2. See how it goes. Real quick, I'll do two more real quick. These are some Batmans I picked up. This is 280. I think I pulled this one out of a 75-cent bin, and we'll talk about that in a second. Here's an awesome one I picked up, and a shout out to ECW fan for this one. This is Batman 335. This is the first appearance of the Lazarus Pits. Ra's al Ghul is probably my favorite Batman villain, so I was really happy to pick this one up. Here's another great Batman that I was glad to pick up. This is 407. This is the last part of year one. I have 404, so I still need 405 and 406. I searched over the entire con, and I may have missed somebody who had it, but I could not find copies of 405 and 406, so I'll probably pick them up online. So I'm going to take a break, switch out batteries, and I'll be right back, guys.